frequency of how we talk. Like if I talk to a girl who is a friend each and every day, I cannot talk to a friend who is a boy every day, like good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how was your day? Once we have this type of conversations, it starts creating a deep chemistry between this girl and this boy. If you don't want to do anything other than the friendship, you have to create boundaries, okay? This is my opinion regarding this question. Whether girls and boys can be just friends. Okay, first of all, I'd like to say that the friendship of a girl and a fellow girl, the friendship of a boy and a fellow boy, they are totally different with the friendship of a girl and a boy or a boy and a girl. Okay? Like, and the reason as to why I'm saying this is that there has to be boundaries. Once you are a friend with a boy, or once you are a boy and you are a friend with a girl, your friendship needs to have boundaries. It has to be not as casual as a friendship between a girl and another girl. And the reason as to why this should happen is that I believe that once the friendship has no boundaries, okay, let's first look at the things I can do with a fellow girl and the things a fellow girl who is a friend, and the things that I should do with a boy who is just a friend. Okay, I want you guys to see the difference in these two friendships. So if I have a girl as my friend, I can text them about their day, like you had this and this event today, how did it go? I can text them maybe at 9 or at 4 a.m. at any time I want to talk to them, and I can do this as frequent as possible. I can check on them today and check on them tomorrow and check on them the next day, okay? And we can share a lot of stuff about her family, about my family. We can advise each other, we can hang out together without any other person, you know. But then when I have a boy as my friend, and I have to keep it a little bit professional. Okay, I'm not talking about, I think professional is a better word to use. But what I'm trying to say is that there is a slight difference. Okay, if I have a boy as my friend and maybe they have something they're going through, I can check on them just at intervals, okay? Just call or text at safe hours and go straight to the point and ask them like how they're coping up and everything. Yeah, and I can do that. Like I can look out for them, but not in a way that I do for this for a girl who is my friend. I don't know if you guys understand me, but what I'm trying to say is that there should be a difference. Yeah. And another thing is the frequency of how we talk. Like if I talk to a girl who is a friend each and every day, I cannot talk to a friend who is a boy every day, like good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how was your day, how was everything, how is your family, how is this, how is that. Like once we have this type of conversations, it starts creating a deep chemistry between this girl and this boy, and something called love can spike up, okay, either from the boy's side or from the girl's side. And even though you can be professional in that kind of friendship of a boy and a girl, some of these things can happen, okay? And that's why you always have to have boundaries. Like if you don't want to do anything other than the friendship, you have to create boundaries, okay? You have to create a professional kind of relationship. Okay, I remember when we were growing up, we used to have strict parents, most of us, and we would be told not to even talk to boys, okay? So maybe most of us, I am one of them, we were those teenagers that were so strict with boys. Like if I have friends who can confess about my childhood, maybe some of them are even traumatized by how I used to be so strict with boys. But it's because as when you are young, like you are fed up with so much information to an extent that you fear the boys and you don't even want to engage with them at all. But then as you grow up, you realize that they are also people, okay? And we cannot avoid them. They are people we interact with at the university, at work, everywhere. Like we are supposed to be helping each other, boys and girls. Like there's no way we can live in a world where there are only girls alone, or in a world where there are boys alone. But our interaction needs to be guided, and it needs to have boundaries. I cannot say that I have a friend who is a boy and we hang out in a room, the two of us watching a movie together just because we are friends. Like friendships between a girl and a boy needs to have boundaries. They need to have boundaries. They should not be as too comfortable as a friendship between a girl and a fellow girl. If this friendship has to be just friends, like just friends, it has to have boundaries. Yeah.